Good, good afternoon. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Hi. Let's go on the inside today. That's what I'm feeling. Hello. I'm really sorry I'm running behind. I'm really all over the place. Hello, Adora. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sorry, I was actually just looking on Steam actually, just trying to sort of maybe get some more sort of short form games like listed on my profile, just like giving it a look over. I can't see fucking anything. The light is like streaming into my room, right, into my office, like, and my walls are unfortunately white, not by choice, but they're fucking white, and it's just reflecting off, and I can't see shit. It's horrible. I hate the sun. Anyway, good morning. Well, good afternoon. Hello. I'm very sorry. Today's stream is running so behind. Like, that wasn't intentional. Was spending a lot of time looking up games on my wish slash watch list recently too. Fun. Yeah, I've been I'm like looking at getting more puzzle games. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Because we used to do a lot of puzzle games, and it's sort of something that I've had people say like is something that I seem to become known for. I don't know why. I just really enjoy them. I don't know. I love a good puzzle. IRL, I will like sit and quite happily do a huge puzzle for several days on end. It is one of my small joys in life. I don't know if anyone else can relate. I literally spend my days like an old lady. But yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about kind of where I want to go with the streams over the next few months in terms of content wise. Because obviously I've got all these grand plans, and they've had to be put on hold. There's had to be like some things kind of come into play, money being a big part of it, but also just like things just kind of didn't work out, and it's fine. Like, we've had to make some expenses for stream that wasn't really intended, but that's okay. It was gonna happen eventually, just not when I planned it to, so that's fine. But we talked about that on Monday. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped because it's September, and it's almost October, and you know what that means? Spooky season. And you know what else? We're almost done with Portal. We're not gonna play it today, I don't think, anyway. We might. I don't think so. Life seldomly follows our plans, I know, right? It's like it never works out. Jesus Christ. But one of the things I talked about today was one of the things I talked about on Monday about doing today was that I wanted to do the Monster High New Ghoul in School or at school game, which is like a really old game that you used to be able to get on Steam. They delisted it back in like I think 2019. I'm not 100% sure on the year. It might be 2019. It might be 20. Not 100% sure. Unfortunately, that means that it's not really available anywhere, which is unfortunate. So we know that I'm not against, finding ways around this problem, and I've done it before, and I've done it before for stream, in the form of Sims 2 for PSP. We found a way around that. Um, so I talked a lot about doing that on stream, right? I'm not gonna lie, I can't find it. I have been scouring the internet trying to find it, and there's one person who's uploaded it somewhere. And I don't think it's in English, but that's not really a problem because they'll have an English version. The only other issue with it is that some people, well, a lot of people in the comments and in their private messages have said that it doesn't work. So I'm willing to give it a go, but realistically, I'm not expecting it to work. However, I have not done that for today, mostly because I know what I'm like. It would frustrate me to download it and then start streaming and just be like, hey, like I haven't done it. So that if I did download it and I couldn't get it to work first time, then I would literally sit there and try and fix it rather than stream, and that's just not what we want to do. So that's fine. So I will get around to it at some point. I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to do it this week. It was my plan to. Will I do it next week though? That is where I'm at with this. It's kind of in the balance a bit at the minute because I genuinely don't know if there's like a better solution to this. I've like looked on all sorts of websites that I know you can get these sort of games on and stuff, and none of them seem to really have it. So I'm struggling a bit. I'm not really sure what to do with this. I think because when it came to The Sims, there was like a load of different like availability options, and you know, it was something that I really had to work on, but it was something that was completely doable. But the yeah, it just didn't it just didn't work out this time, which sucks. I'm hoping that I can find a way to do it. I've got two options. That's how like stretched we are right now. I have two options to get this to work. And to be honest, I'm gonna try both of them if I can. But realistically, much as I am desperate to do this, I might have to just come to the conclusion that it's just not doable. Which is fucking annoying. So I don't really know what to do. And you know what? I'm not against like finding a way around this. And if I have to, I fucking will. I swear to God, I've got a couple ideas where I'm like, if I can figure out how to do this, it would be a monumental amount of effort. But you know what? Nothing less for my streams, you know? It's always a monumental effort. I'm like so willing to like see if I can in the internet space that I hope which doesn't come down on me hard for saying this, but I'm willing to crack this game if it's like not like something I can get easily. Which is unfortunate because that means I'll have to do a console version of it rather than the PC version of it. But literally, I can't believe that you can't find it anywhere. I mean, I found like a listing for it, the money exchange, and I was like, I'm not doing that because realistically, that sounds like a scam. So, I mean, long story short, I'm willing to give some stuff a go. I just haven't yet. And it's something that I really need to kind of sit down and actually like prioritize, which I've been doing other stuff in the background. So, not gonna lie, priorities are a bit all over the place at the minute. But that's in part just because I had plans. Plans went out the window, and now I'm like scrambling to figure out what to do. But that's fine. Uh, here, it's good to have goals you can achieve in a reasonable time. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, I have said many times, like, there have been many games that we are supposed to play on stream, right? Sorry if I sound so ill, by the way. There have been many games that I've said that I plan to play on stream. And you know what? I am never going to sit here and write off doing any of them. There are a couple that I have had to write off. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. There are a couple that I've had to kind of go, okay, no, I think that wouldn't be helpful, or it just might not be, it might not be, in tune with current events. And that's fine. That's a completely good reason to not play a game. I won't go into detail because I just don't want to get slammed, but you know, there are, you know, good reasons to not do games. This is just one of those things where it's like, I want to do it, so I will fucking do it. Does anyone else get that? It's not like just a me thing where it's like once I set my mind on something, especially when it involves like a special interest, this might just be autism. If it involves a special interest, I will not stop until I can complete my goals with it. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, so if anyone's got any like potential advices on this issue, please hit me up. You can do it in the games chat. We're not gonna really slam anyone for talking about game archival because that's what this is. I might be convincing myself, but it's like we talked about this on Monday. This is a problem that is going to keep happening, especially with like the way the internet's going at the minute, where games are going to get delisted for various reasons, and we're not going to be able to like revive them. And this is something that I knew was going to happen, and I knew that it would be a matter of time before I would run across a game that I just couldn't get my hands on. I mean, it's not that I can't get my hands on this. I'll not never be able to play it, but I won't necessarily be able to play it on my PC, let alone stream it. And that's just the reality I have to face with that. Console wise, I will always have access to it. Not because I own it yet, but I have an Xbox, and this game is available on Xbox. And if you know anything about Xboxes, you know that they're long term, like physical media is never dead, which is great because as someone who prefers and has always preferred physical media, it's always given me peace of mind to know that I'll always be able to have something by having it in physical media. The only issue with this is that things like Steam, we're not going to get that luxury, especially with like indie games and stuff. Once those games get taken down, we will lose them, and that sucks. This is like a rant I've had several times over, but you know, this is one of those things. I'm sorry as well. I want to play a game today, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I might. I'm not against doing this, so people like let me know if you don't want this. But like, a little to the left has come out with an update, so there's a couple more puzzles. I'm willing to do that today if people are interested. They've finished the game, by the way. If anyone's like not aware, we played a game called A Little to the Left, which is like a puzzle game, a long time ago on stream, maybe like a year ago. It was great. I spent several days on it. 10 out of 10 would play again. The issue with the game, well, there wasn't an issue. When I played it, it was somewhat it was released out of development, so it was done, but they were doing the cleanup. So it worked for me. I had no problems. It was a great game, 10 out of 10. This means they've now concluded it, so they've released one final big patch update, and that's it. They will now be moving on to other stuff, which is great. So if anyone's interested in getting A Little to the Left, I 100% recommend it. It is a bit infuriating. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you about it. For a puzzle game, it can be really difficult to work out what you're supposed to do with it, and that's fine. But if you get really stuck, I ended up having to use... Where did that come from? What the fuck? Just like a bubble just flew down in front of me. I have no idea where that came from. That was creepy. What was I saying? Yeah, so A Little to the Left, a 10 out of 10 recommend. If you get really stuck on it though, you can look up guides online because it tends to follow a progression order. So like once you complete a certain puzzle, it goes on to a very specific next. There is a shuffle mode if you played it before. But it's like if you've never played it before, try and play it in the like chronological order, and that way if you get really stuck you can look up Steam, find out what you're supposed to do next. Because actually, like, I don't know, it might just be an autism thing. I take things very much at face value, so if it doesn't come with instructions, I'm likely to not understand what's going on. Which is something I ran into a lot with A Little to the Left, but that's a me problem. That's not the game problem, and that's fine. It's something that you can say to developers is like, can you maybe make the mode where it explains it a bit better, because it would like, it had a hint page but it still didn't really like give you much of a hint. It just was really hard to work out for me personally, but that's like one of the joys I have with the game, and I'd still 10 out of 10 recommend it, you know. I just love a good puzzle. I'm also thinking like, because we've talked about getting a webcam, right, for streaming, and not like face streaming. Obviously, I don't plan on doing face cam stuff ever. Well, flash forward, might be doing it several years in the future, not anytime soon. But the one of the things I've been thinking about is that I really want to paint at the minute. Like, I am having a burning desire recently to start painting again, and I think that would be something that you guys would really want to watch on stream, because I get a lot of people say to me that the art stuff is something they want to see me like focus on more. And I think that's a great idea, because one of the things that really that was the OCD game, wasn't it? I think so. I think you might be thinking of Unpacking, but it was like kinda, it's similar to Unpacking, but like it's more face down, like straight up puzzle. We might play it later. I might get around to it later, but I'll let you know. Yeah, what was I saying? So with cam streaming, not cam streaming, that sounds bad. With webcam, is it handcam? With handcam stuff, I'm planning to maybe do more painting stuff with it, because something that I really think is sweet is people being like, you know, you should do the art stuff more. Like, you seem to really enjoy. I hate doing the art redeems, but like I do enjoy doing art, and you know, like if it isn't obvious, my model is made by me. So like, it's like it is something I'm passionate about. Digital art, however, I suck at, and that is in part, for the most part, because I don't want to sit here, right, and say that, because people often say like the worst thing an artist says is like, if you're a bad artist when you blame your tools, right? The difference being is like, I strive very hard, and I strove very hard for several years to not fall into that like category where I blamed my lack of ability to do digital art on the fact that I have like a very basic, like the standard like 50 pound like Wacom tablet, right? The very basic like trackpad one. So I tried several years to figure out a way to do it. And this is what you see on screen, the model. That's the closest I've ever got to actually being decent with that thing. This took 6 months. Okay. And that was working on it every single day. So, like, I can't sit here and say that it doesn't maybe make me a bad artist in some people's eyes, but one of the things that I really struggle with is, I don't want to say depth perception because that's not what it is, but processing. I have a processing delay, right? Because autism. But like with a processing delay, you sometimes end up just like, when you're walking, for example, you end up just looking at your feet constantly, because if you can't see where you're putting your feet, you think you're going to walk into something, and that's something that, it's something I'm getting better at, but it's something that I really struggled with for quite a while. It's something I used to get commented on in a lot of multiplayer video games, was when, you know, when you were playing like CSGO or something, and like people would get to watch your screen after they died. So what I'd get a lot is people in the chat going like, stop looking at the fucking floor. And it's like, it wasn't intentional, but I needed to see where I was going, right? And that's the issue that I have with the drawing tablet, is that I can't actually see, like my brain can't translate me putting the pen onto the trackpad to a computer screen. It just, I lose the tracker so often, and it's a constant issue. So that's something that we've talked about moving away from with streaming, is that I plan to eventually get a drawing monitor. That is still something that I plan to do eventually, because it's I think it would be good for the streams. But then what I can do in the meantime is the cheaper option, which is to get a webcam and get a secondary webcam and get a what's it like if I can get a secondary webcam, I can then get on with doing more handcam stuff, and by doing handcam stuff I can do more art stuff, and I can do more physical art stuff, which is what I'm good at. And I've got so many ideas for doing the handcam stuff, to the point that I was supposed to buy the camera this month. I had the budget for it. Unfortunately, that budget had to then go towards new streaming assets. So what you see behind me, because we had the unfortunate situation that we talked about on Monday. So that's where that budget went. But it means I'm skint now. So the handcam stuff will happen. It's just a case of right now I can't do it at all. Right? I can't afford it. I will be able to next month. So stay tuned, because we will get on with it. Even just to do the like basic stuff though. I've got like a progression, right? Of like different things I want to do with like hand camming stuff. And I've talked to Mina about it. I haven't really mentioned some of the stuff I plan to do on stream because I want it to be a bit of a surprise. But then as well, I don't want people to be disappointed if I'm not able to achieve it, because trust me, trying to gather, because without giving too much away, I have to gather resources to do one of the big things that I'm planning to do. And it might just be a one-off, but if it's successful, if I can actually manage it, it might not be the only time that I do it. However, that completely depends on, one, how long it takes me, two, how much it costs me to do it, and three, how reasonably easy it is to do. Which is fine. This isn't, by easy as well, is, I don't mean by me being able to do it. That I'm guaranteeing is going to be hard, and that's fine. The problem I mean is like gathering resources, how easy that is, which so far it's not turning out to be very easy, which is not ideal. So, like, yeah, I just don't get it. Gathering resources in this way for this specific thing, people talk about it online as being the easiest thing in the world, and it is so not the easiest thing in the world. So give me some time on that one. I will get somewhere with that, but that might not be something that comes till next year for various reasons. Partially the temperature of things needs to be kind of decent. But then as well with the handcam stuff, I plan to do more, like, obviously physical drawing would be nice. I can do like sketches and stuff, and that would be super cool to do on stream. But painting's where I'm at right now. Like, I really want to paint. My problem at the minute with painting is that I just don't have the I have the stuff, right? It's all behind me, but it's behind me in a pile, because when I moved, I just shoved it all in here, and I haven't had a chance to like go through it and like decant it into like storage, because I don't have storage. I literally don't have any storage in here to put, like, I have no shelves or anything to put my like art equipment in. It's a work in progress. We will eventually get storage in here. It's just a case of like I need to get a shelf as well, and I can't get a shelf because I don't have a car that I can fit a shelf in. It's a whole thing. I'm working on it. I've got IKEA vouchers. I will get the shelf. I just can't, like, it's just a case of getting it here is the problem. But yeah, no, I got things that I plan on doing eventually with it, and that's super cool. I'm so excited for that. So one of the things that I would think would be super fun is, like, Maddie does a lot of hand cam stuff with making like Lego and stuff. I've watched a couple streams where she's done that, and that's inspired me massively. Not to do the Lego stuff. I probably will do Lego stuff, but like Lego's expensive. But puzzles would be so fun to do on stream. Like, I would love to do more like physical puzzles. Do things at your own pace is what I usually try and do. Yeah, and that's a great way to go. And I'm trying to do things at my own pace, but my own pace has been 6 months so far. So I'm working on it. I just know I'm trying to be transparent here, because there's been a lot of me talking about doing stuff and then like no actual like physical seeing me do stuff. And that is in part because your girl has have to catch up, basically. There's a lot of reasons, and another thing is like I work full time. So like streaming is like something that I have to slot in my week, which I will forever do it. But like, geez, does it sometimes get a bit hard to do? But that's okay. Speaking of scheduling, I'm just gonna say it right now. So currently, there is a plan, okay, and I'll put an announcement on Discord when I find out more information. On the 7th, so Sunday, on the 7th of September, I will be on the Oldest Man Rod's podcast. So far, at 12 p.m. GMT +1. Okay, so I will at some point put an announcement in on the Discord. So if you're really curious about watching that, you can go and find it there. I will hopefully know by Saturday if it's happening or not, because there has been a little chatter. Not that I want to go into detail, but there might be a cancellation. It's not going to be cancelled completely. We will just move it, but it's just a case of it might not happen on Sunday, because something's come up. But it's fine. It's fine if that happens. That's okay. It's for a good reason, and I just found out about it literally after like saying to Rod that I could do it, and he's like, "Hey, might have to." I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah." So, anyway, not a problem. But if that is the case, I'll let you know on Discord. But hopefully, the 7th of September, so this Sunday at 12 p.m. GMT +1, Oldest Man Rod and I will be doing a podcast. And for anyone that isn't available at that time, that's fine. I'm really sorry. You just won't be able to watch it live. However, he has a YouTube and he also has he'll have the Twitch archive up for a bit. So you can go and watch it there if you want. So yeah, there is options with it. Because I know Sunday's not a day that I stream at all. I tend to avoid weekends completely. I think most people do. But that's fine. The reason it's kind of had to come up is because I'm really busy this week. And I'm not very well. Try not to throw up. Welcome, Nat. Good to see you. Good to see you. No, redeem drink. Don't think you know. I will drink to that. What was I saying? Processing. Right, what I might do now. Weekends for me are always a time I get kind of depressed, which is kind of weird. Probably because your routine is disturbed. There is a chance of that. But hey, something that might not depress you might be watching this podcast. So, 12 p.m. GMT plus, if you're interested. You can find more details out on Discord. If you're on the Discord. Which if you're not, it's in the description, but you can also put in chat !Discord and it'll give a link. Which I hope still works. Right. What was I thinking? So I'm thinking I might do this extra puzzles just because my plan for today, I'm so sorry, my plan for today went completely out the window, which is unfortunate. It's on me 100% because I was just not organized enough to deal with things this week. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. My week has kind of just gone out the window with what happened on Sunday and Monday, and that's fine. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take a break real quick, and I'm going to download the game in the background while I'm on break. So I might come back and keep chatting, and I might also just come back and play the game straight up. Yes, come join the Discord. But I will put an announcement on there if you're not here when I get back. I will put an announcement on there about it. I'll talk again about it at the end of stream, but I'll put an announcement on Discord sometime on Saturday, hopefully, if it's going ahead. But again, this completely depends on things working out. And that's fine. And if not, it will just be postponed. So I'll keep you updated. Anyway, I will. I'm not much of a Discorder, but I'll take a gander. I'm not much of a Discorder either, so don't worry about it. There's not actually it's not a hugely active community. Mostly just my chatters sharing what they want. But it's where pretty much all the updates for stream are. Because I literally don't post on any other social media, so it's like if you're ever wondering why stream isn't showing up or anything, it's likely that I've spoken about it on Discord. So it's unfortunate because I know a lot of people are like, I just don't know how to let everyone know other than that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I will BRB and I will see you in a second. And I'm back. It's still downloading, so give it a minute. But it's almost done. Anyway, I completely didn't finish what I was talking about with Halloween. One of the things that I usually, what I've done for the last few years when it comes to Halloween, is we usually play a Fears to Fathom game. From what I can see, they haven't got another one coming out yet, or at least not. They haven't announced it, so we might still get to do it. But it's not looking like it's gonna be a game we'll get this year. Fine. But that means that I get to do Plan B, which was Plan B was actually Plan A originally, and I did talk about doing it last year, but at the time I just started Stardew Valley, and we all know how long that took to complete. So what I was actually thinking was I was gonna start Stardew Valley, stop it, go on to Poppy Playtime, and then we were gonna go from Poppy Playtime to what's it called? Skyrim. And that's not what happened, and it's not what's gonna happen. So yeah, we finished. Well, we didn't finish it. I just gave up in the end. But we stopped doing Stardew Valley a few weeks ago, and we've gone on to Portal just to tie us over because I couldn't cope with doing Stardew Valley anymore. So we've gone on to Portal right now. So that's what we're playing on Mondays. We will finish those at some point, and when we do finish those, I plan to then go on to Poppy Playtime. So we'll probably just start doing those sometime in September. Late September is what I'm looking at. Mid to late. The reason being is obviously because we're right in the middle of another game. So there's obviously that side of it. The other side of it is that I want to get it as close to October without the potential of spilling over into November massively, because I don't want to still be playing a horror game when it's coming up to fucking Christmas. So so hopefully we'll be done by then. If not, we might just have to wait, which sucks. But I'll see how I feel, because we might get away with it, but I don't know. I don't have much trust in myself when it comes to these sort of games. I'm not great at them. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping we can manage it. I mean, if we can at least get game 1 done, then that would be good. But I think that one's pretty easy to get done, and then the other ones are just a bit long, but never mind. So hopefully I'm hoping that we can do that at some point. And that'll be our next long form game. Not because it's a long game, but because it's a series, so we'll get that done. And then obviously I've talked about trying to get Monster High done. I will continue to try and do that, but I will probably have to find another game to do over October. Just in the meantime. So yeah, not ideal, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what we're gonna do. Cause I was really hoping that we were gonna get another Fears to Fathom game, but I haven't seen anything that says there's one coming out. So there might be. They might just not announce it until later in the month. Because last year it was I think it came out on the 30th of October, I think. So it might just be a case of they're just holding out till October to announce it, and that's fine. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get another one of those. But they're not long. They're pretty short, so that's kind of a Thursday game that we'd get done in 1 or 2 shots. So yes, hopeful about that one. But by then, hopefully we'll have a webcam and we'll also be able to do maybe Halloweeny crafts. That would be fun. I'm hoping to paint some fall trees. That would be super cool. I really hope I can. It'd be so fun. I love painting forests. One of the things that I used to do, I specialize in graphic realism, as in graphite realism, with a graphic pencil. And then illustration is something I specialize in as well. but that's more what you see on screen, in terms of like manga art and stuff. And then another thing I'm quite good at is realistic forests, or at least like the generic like Bob Ross style that literally anyone can do. If you ever say to me like, "Oh, Jasper, I can only draw a stick figure," just go watch a Bob Ross painting video. Even if you don't use oil paints, you can paint using a Bob Ross tutorial. Like they're pretty easy to get done. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I would paint forests before I ever watched Bob Ross, so there was that side of it. But um, the paintings were like something I was really into. And when we moved, I said to Paul like yesterday or something, I was like, it's funny, like when I think about it, I don't actually know where a lot of those forest paintings ended up. I painted loads of them, and I just don't actually know what happened to a lot of them. I've got a couple of the smaller ones because they were easy to fit in like my portfolio and in my like supernatural pouch that I kept all my artwork in. Game is still fucking downloading. I'm so sorry. um they were pretty easy to like slip into my supernatural pouch, so I've got loads of those. Like I've got loads of the original record paintings that I used to do, which I've never shared any of this on Discord, so I feel like I should, but it's a case of taking it out and taking photos of it. But the like smaller paintings are definitely something I could do on stream. And would be something I would be so down to do. So hopefully I can get on with getting some of these done. We will see. Makes me think, because I'm like, when did I like last? I'm like genuinely sitting here trying to think when I last painted one. To be honest, I think I did my Nana commission. I think that was. But to be honest, I think that's why I don't do commissions ever, and it's not something I wanted to do at the time. Like I was quite happy to do it for my Nana, but like in terms of commissions, I really didn't enjoy them, and I found that oftentimes I like would retire from whatever medium that was from once I did a commission in that, and it was just, you know, it just killed my passion for creating. And that's I think that's what the reality of like turning your hobby into a job is. And you know what, I'm okay with that because I can play like streaming came about because I wanted to play single player games, but I'm not good at like playing on my own in silence, so I just don't have the attention span for it. So something I wanted to do was like start playing where people could watch me, and I would do that with friends, and then I started like considering the idea of going on streaming, and that's where that came from. But the I don't see why I couldn't do that with like art as well, and I think that's something that I would really like to do. But the reality of it is like I just don't think I'll ever do commissions. I think that's just a fair dues. Oh, ready to play, let's go. Okay. I don't think I'll ever do commissions again. I've done them, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, wouldn't do again. Nothing against anyone that commissioned me, it was completely not them. I think it just like it when I suddenly had to do something. I don't have like demand avoidance or anything, but it's like once I suddenly had to do something that I was interested in and just did on the fly whenever I felt like it really like I resisted doing it really badly. And that's okay. Like that's a fine thing to feel, but it's like, oh man, it just meant that these people would just wait for these commissions for months and months and months. Trying to think. I think I did in total 2 paintings and 2 animal portraits, which it was another thing. Animal portraits was something I was getting commissioned. Like people were asking me if I would draw their pets and stuff. Oh my god. I don't know. I do not. I it was like fine when it was like I was sat like and able to like take my time and like every little single hair. But when you had a time scale in which you had to get it done, it was not fun. And I wouldn't do it again for a commission, like ever. It was so tedious. It was like when you draw like individual hairs on an animal, it's like it's usually fine, and it was quite like comforting. But when I was doing it for commissions, it was like I don't want to do this. Mostly because another thing that comes with hang on, let me open the game and I'll talk about this. Cool. Right. I don't know what I'm looking at, but apparently they have got new ones to do, so I'm gonna look in the archive. Hello. Apparently I haven't done any of these. Question mark? I guess we'll give it a go, see what we can find. Can I, like, turn the volume down? Jesus Christ. Okay, what was I saying? Dude, the music has, like, thrown me off. I don't recognize any of this. I don't think this is anything I did. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so commission-wise, it, like, kind of just took the joy out of painting for me, and it was really nice that people wanted to commission me, but it's just upsetting, like, when you can't perform to the quality that you wanna, and then to have, like, people wanna pay you for that was nice, but it was like, I can't, like, have that pressure on me. I can't work under pressure, you know? I think that's a pretty normal thing to experience. So I'd love to do it, like, yeah, I don't recognize any of this. This is nothing that I've done before. We've played, so for anyone that's not understanding, we've played this before, and it was super fun when we played it, but like we've pretty much finished it like within a couple streams and then moved on to something else as usual. But the game was like, it was great. It was just, you know, sort of not really there wasn't much to it. It was like you just puzzled and then you did it, and that was the end of it. There wasn't any updates. This is cool. So I don't recognize any of it. This is really exciting, the fact sorry, but it really is exciting that they've got new like stuff on here. It's like, wow, you know? I'm really happy. I can't remember what I was saying. I was saying something about commissions. Yeah, I just don't recommend, like, don't put the pressure on yourself. If you want to be an artist, you don't have to, like, you don't have to strive to make money off it. Like, I know that's a pretty, like, bad way of looking at it, and I wish I could turn around and be like, no, you got to just keep at it. Like, you don't have to, like, put that pressure on yourself, because realistically, like, I put pressure on myself massively about it. I was like, you know, this is, you know, what artists dream of. They dream of getting commissions and stuff, and, you know, but I wasn't charging myself appropriately. That was another thing of it. Like, I think most of my commissions, I think the most I ever charged was £60. Which is not, like, for the amount of work that you're putting into it, is not. So, yeah. Not one of the finer moments of my career. I would love to, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't think I would do it again. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think me going back into art recently has kind of been out of just a miss of it. Like, I don't work in a creative job at all. I work in a very mundane job. But it's like, you know, geez, what am I doing here? Okay, I want to get all these bits. Good to see you. I have been summoned. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the resub. I hope you enjoy. I'm glad to see you're enjoying your time here. Oh man, thank you. Welcome, welcome. I am playing this and talking just at the camera. As usual. Dude, they've got like updates in this and now I'm playing this like... It's making me nostalgic. I miss this game. I love this game. I'm so sad. This makes me think so much of like Unpacking. Unpacking was a game. I played it again since we streamed it, like on my own time, and I wish more than anything in the world that there was like follow up to that game. I don't. It breaks my heart that it was like a standalone thing. And you want to know what breaks my heart more is that I started playing it with the I replayed it with the hope that they would have there would be like community things on modding it so you could do your own rooms and stuff. They've turned off modding the game, which blows my mind because that game modded would be so cool. But it's like the fact that they've turned it off so you can't do like custom levels or like get workshop levels and stuff is really depressing. Like, it's like, man, that would have been so... That's such a huge like missed opportunity in marketing. I don't really get why they wouldn't do that. I know there probably is like various reasons, but it's like, geez, you know, like that would have been so cool. It's like, it's just really sad because I'm like, man, I would love to like download that. Like, I would love to download some community games on that game and like play it like moderated and stuff. Moderated, modded, and like get some custom levels in there and shit. Be so cool. And you just can't, and it sucks. It's like, oh man, it's like, it's almost sad because it's like, if you are gonna turn off like modding your game, like at least create DLC that we can like download and stuff, like, and they haven't even done that. It's like, there's no freaking option to get any DLC. There's no like updated levels. It's just like a standalone thing. Like, they haven't like done any more with it. And this isn't me criticizing the game because I think the game's wonderful and I do definitely recommend people play it. It's just unfortunate that they've just decided that they're gonna like eliminate the community side of it and just not allow modding of the game. I think I could give several opinions as to why that's bad, but I guess there is just a part of me that just doesn't understand why it's just not something they've done, you know? Sucks. Right, what am I doing here? So I've got all that done. I think. I'm not so convinced by these pencils, but... okay, Okay. Okay. Big one. Back. Excellent. OCD game, indeed. I do understand why Zora called it that in my chat. Right, all this is gonna be... Okay, this is all gonna be, like, pretty in place. No can do on the... Look, why does that look like a Star Wars plane? Anyway. Is that right? I don't know. I'm not convinced. Do the bigger ones first. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice! Yeah, baby! The Wi-Fi here is not happy with Twitch. It seems that fucking lows. I'm so sorry. It might be my stream, but... Oh no, I haven't dropped any frames. That's unfortunate. I'm very sorry. Maybe try turning down the quality. You don't need to see what I'm doing. Just the sound of my voice. No, I'm joking. I just love how aggressive the sound effects are. I forgot. Oh my god, this is awful. Why is there an ice cream cone in here? Right. There we go. Everything has a place. Even if I'm not 100% convinced by it, but... Dude, I love this game so much. Why did I not, like, download this sooner and replay this? Dude, this is, like, great. I don't think, by the way, I'm not 100% sure how, if we've done any of these levels. I think these are the archive ones, so these are the ones that, like, they've brought in to kind of, like, appease the community, if you will. I wonder if this has got any workshop stuff. What is going on with all these? Why are none of these, like... This? Okay. We don't know. We don't fucking know. I have no idea. Where is this one here? Oh wait, couldn't tell you. Okay, that's not right. Right, jeez. No. No. Oh, man, I genuinely don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it's the Wi-Fi in my dorms. Oh, okay. How's, uni, I guess? Whoa. Bruh, can you... Okay. Whatever. That one. I'm good at... The thing is, this game, right? I'm a fucking pro at this game because you want to know why? My pattern recognition... This is why I get on so well with puzzles. Is my pattern recognition is, like, stellar. And that sounds like I'm boasting, and it's not meant to sound like I'm boasting. But I'm just saying, like, my pattern recognition is, like, 10 out of 10. That one? I don't think it is, but it could be. Are you sure? It might be. It might just be all this. I don't think it is, but we'll come back to that. This is the only drawer, isn't it? Cool, not what you want to hear, but never mind. Vocabulary school, pretty boring so far, but it's just the beginning, so apparently my logical thinking and pattern recognition is above average, so you might also be in the TISM sphere. Just letting you know. Because my pattern recognition and stuff is through autism. Which, update for anyone that is curious and keeping up with me on this. So we talked a little while ago about my work recommendation forms for autism came through, right? But my personalized diagnostic validation report didn't. So I had to chase them up about it because my work was asking me about it. Not because they're entitled to that information, but because without a diagnostic validation report, you're kind of just like, your GP doesn't know. They don't send anything else to your GP. They just send that and just say, we're discharging this person from our services. It's your responsibility now to make sure she gets the care she needs, which my GP will not. I can guarantee you that right now. But the thing with the the thing with the autism stuff is like, it's where on earth is this going? There. The thing with the autism stuff is they kind of are gonna have to be seen to be helping me. But I don't know how much of it is like advocating for myself, which is not ideal because I'm not good at that. Anyway, my point being, I have a diagnostic validation report now, so that was a fun 11 pages I had to read through about how much I'm failing to be a person. And every time I say that, people are like, no, Jasper, don't look at it like that. It's not anything, like, it's not you. Like, it's just how your brain works differently. It's like, I know I'm making a joke. It's like, it's genuinely like, people are concerned that I'm like genuinely looking at it like that, and I'm like, I mean, it's not a bad way of looking at it. I'm just not, hello, I'm just not like, I'm not maybe hitting the notes on being neurotypical, and that's fine. That's just something that happened. What can you do, kind of thing. But the lovely side of it is that now I've got this 11 pages of documentation saying what I'm failing at, essentially, which is not something that I've ever had written down. And some of it I was like, yeah, I could go with that. And then some of it I was like, oh my god, I never noticed I did that, or I didn't realize that people noticed that I did that. And one of the things was apparently I always thought, right, so one of the big things they talk about with autism diagnosis is you can usually tell someone's autistic if they've got, like, the uncanny valley vibe, right? There's that, and there's also the speech pattern side of it. Neurotypicals can pick up on it through our speech patterns or lack thereof. So one of the things that neurotypicals do is that they have a bit more, like, emphasis in their words. And apparently, I don't have that. So I think I do. It's just, like, not as much as maybe it should be, or maybe in the wrong settings when I'm anxious or something, it's not coming off right. And that was something that got picked up on quite heavily in my report, was that I'm not able to stress on my words, or they called it prosody. And we looked it up. I can't work out what it means, but basically, from what we understand, it just means that I'm not stressing my words properly, which I think I can pick up on the fact that I don't do, right? And then there was that, and they also picked up on, they said that Jasper's speech is very robotic and synthetic sounding, and that my dialect changes from British to American very noticeably, which I used to speak, right, in an American accent for years. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I don't know why that was a thing. And it was something that I was bullied for quite badly in school, and which is unfortunate. Where is this going? Cool. But it was something I tried to train myself out of doing, which is masking, if you didn't know. And I managed it for several years, and I get some people, especially once I started streaming, they're like, oh, I love your accent. It's like, cool, I don't have one. You can occasionally pick up on the Cornish when I just don't pronounce the H in front of words. But that's about as far as you'll get with it. For someone that's grown up in Cornwall and has grown up around a lot of people with very thick Cornish accents, not giving away my location, by the way, but it's quite common to get, like, quite heavily Cornish people. I don't fit, and people don't automatically assume I am Cornish, and that is really depressing, because I am Cornish. I was born in Cornwall, and that's not something many people down here can say. So it's a bit sad for me personally, but I think that's like the extent of my accent like insecurities, because the American accent thing, it annoyed people a lot originally, and then it sort of stopped annoying people, I guess, because I stopped doing it, but it wasn't intentional, so I don't know how I managed it, and I wish I could manage it again. But yeah. Sorry. I'm not surprised at all. That's good. I should go to some person and see if I do have something. I'm just too lazy to do it. I was also too lazy to do it for several years, and then I ended up in a bit of a dire situation with it. So if you can avoid getting diagnosed, there's no problem in it. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and say it. Like, I don't really have an issue. I've got mixed feelings on it, and I've said it in my community before, if you think that you're autistic, you're likely autistic, and realistically, like, we accept, like, self, diagnosis here, because I'm in the fortunate position to say, like, I could probably tell if you are or you're not, but that's just on being autistic. However, that being said, I've noticed there's a big boom on social media, especially on TikTok, of people claiming they're autistic because they've got the cool and fun and quirky sides of autism, and they're completely not researching the, like, actually, like, horrible parts of being autistic. Which is something that I have talked about on stream before, in that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. People think it's cutesy. It's like, you have a really intense interest, and that you maybe don't, you maybe talk too much, or you maybe are quiet, or you maybe, like, flap your hands or spin, and, like, all the fun stuff, right? And no one really talks about the, like, not fun stuff of having autism, because there is, like, a lot of, like, not so fun stuff having autism, and that's something you should look into yourself, because I can sit here and say all the non-fun things I have that are pointers for autism. However, they might not be what you have, and just because you don't have them doesn't necessarily mean you're not autistic. It's just that it's a spectrum, and some people struggle with certain things, some people don't. I've been diagnosed under the DSM-5 criteria. I know a lot of people that are autistic that don't fit the DSM-5 criteria. It's a whole minefield of things, and it's just a bad system in general, but it's also a system that has meant that I've been diagnosed. So, and quite quickly, which is not common. From what I've looked into, it's apparently quite not common, so I guess I'm, like, a bit more autistic than I thought I was. But it's definitely something that if you have the luxury of getting diagnosed, or getting to talk to someone who could potentially point you in the right direction of getting further help with it, I would 100% recommend it, because the worst thing that can happen is what happened to me. And that is that you keep going with it, and you keep pushing past it, and the pressure mounts to the point that you get to a point in your psyche which is really hard to come down from, and that's autistic burnout. And I fortunately was already in the middle of getting diagnosed, or at least in the process of being referred, when autistic burnout hit its lowest point for me. And that meant that it kind of worked out in a timely manner that I got diagnosed. But unfortunately, I know that's not the case for a lot of people, so I'm very fortunate, and I'm very fortunate to sit here and get to say all these things. But I think that my only advice with people is, like, yeah, if you can be without a diagnosis, like, it's fine. However, like, I can't sit here and honestly say it's a good idea. Because without the help and support I've gotten over these last few months, I might not be here. And that's something that I think should come with a trigger warning, but I've said it now, and that's just that. Realistically, just be aware that autistic burnout is a lot more serious than people let on. It's not just like collapsing in bed and not being able to cope. It's pretty dire, and it was pretty dire for me. And I'm just fortunate that at the time I was in a position where the people around me, my workplace knew, my family knew, so I wasn't on my own about it. But it was a pretty not fun time. Yeah, we cancelled stream during that time, but. Okay, what is going on here? Where does this go? But yeah, no, I think if you're gonna go without a diagnosis, go without a diagnosis, but just be aware of the consequences that can happen if you go without a diagnosis for too long. Especially if you're in the workforce. Where the fuck is this gonna go? There we go. I wasn't looking over that side. Right. That there. Okay. I love. Do I say it enough? Dude, I am so, like, I'm so into, like, problem solving, but, like, visual problem solving. Maybe this is why my house is so, like, organized. That was something that got picked up on my, my diagnosis paper, was the fact that my household is, like, organized. And not that they could see that, but it's something we talked about, was the fact that my household is, like, organized in a specific order, and things are in very specific places, and if anyone puts them in the wrong place, it's the end of the fucking world. Which Paul does often. But that's okay, because I love him, and he just needs correcting. He's gonna come in here and whoop my ass in a minute, but it's just something that I'm constantly working on. It's not in an OCD way, like, I would like to stress that. It's not in a way that, if it isn't exactly how I want it, I don't think something dire is going to happen. But the worst that's going to happen, and I'm very aware of it, the worst that's going to happen is that I'm going to be really annoyed and sad about it. And I'm probably going to be pretty incoherent for the rest of the day if something is put in the wrong place. And that's just... Okay. These go there. Okay, fine. There? What goes there? What goes there? It's gonna be this. Yeah, baby! Oh my god. Right, what the fuck is going on with all these? Oh, excellent. Okay, I did not understand. I thought this was like a part of like an MP3 player or like a ruler of some sort. I did not realize that was supposed to be a freaking, it's supposed to be a, what do you call it? Like, screwdriver headset? I don't think this is right. Hang on a minute. Hang on a fucking minute. Right. Shit out of it. Right. There's that. There's the little one, and then the big one, and then this is a square, a Phillip head. That's also a Phillip head. This is, I think, that one. However, yeah, no. something's... Okay, right. Something's not right. Okay, is it one of these? What have I not put in properly? Is there something missing down here? No. What am I missing? I swear there was another one of these somewhere. Is it one of these? Maybe? That's the right pointage. That's the right pointage. So what is missing? Hang on. It must be this, right? It must be this. Yeah, baby! Woohoo! Let's go! Oh my god, look! Dude, it's like my bathroom. It's not even close. I have all my nail polish. Going back to talking about organizing. All my nail polish is in its own little, like, makeup kind of... I have one of those huge makeup storage boxes, like one of the tiered ones that you, like, open up like a book and then you, like, pull out the tiers. I have one of those, and I have it categorized, I have my nail polish all categorized in that because I paint my nails every single week without fail. Just because it's a guilty pleasure. I just enjoy it. I don't know. I guess it's, to me, it's painting just with your fingers. See, this would upset me about nail polish. What is this? This is not a nail polish. Is it? Not one of those nail polishes. Okay. Okay, this is not right. Right, that goes there. And then, one of the things I can't stand with nail polishes is when they're different shaped bottles. So I typically have 2 brands of nail polish that I stick to. And I have a section in my box of, like, nail polish that's, like, dedicated to, like, odd shaped ones. I've also got a load of square ones, but that's just because that, for some reason, was the standard one of, like, the 2000s. So I've got a shit ton of those. Anyway, my point being, so one of the things I have is, like, I specifically buy Rimmel London, the 60-second dry ones, and the Barry M ones, because I don't ever recommend, I will never sit here and recommend Barry M makeup. Honestly, I have not used a single piece of Barry M makeup ever and not been disappointed with it. Their, like, color correcting, like, primer was kind of good, but, like, I feel like it could have been, it was pretty standard. It wasn't, like, anything to, like, go home about. I think that's the thing. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't anything, like, spectacular, but their nail polishes are pretty 10 out of 10. I would recommend their nail polishes. But I wouldn't recommend anything else to do with that brand. Not because they're a bad brand, they're cruelty free and stuff as far as I'm aware, and they do a lot of vegan stuff, so they're pretty 10 out of 10 brand, but their stuff's quality is just not great. They're, in my experience, their eyeshadows are a bit too hard pressed, so they're a bit hard to get out. Most of their, like, skin product stuff is a bit too watery, it maybe doesn't sit right. It's all the pretty standard, like, kiddie makeup sort of style stuff. Feels bad, man, but, like, genuinely, I can't sit here and honestly, I recommend them. Not because I dislike them, but I love their nail polishes. Their nail polishes are spectacular. Like, I've got a shit ton of their nail polishes. Dude, this is like a proper old style razor. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just put it down. Well, the nail polishes, look at that! Oh, Wait. That is an interesting color for nail polish. I'm not gonna lie about it. Dude, if you're... I'm sorry. Look at the head of this toothbrush. If your toothbrush looks like this, you need a new one. I'm sorry. If it's like bending, you're not brushing your teeth properly. This is an expired toothbrush. Also, toothbrushes, apparently you're supposed to replace them every like month. I use bamboo ones, so I could do that, but I don't recommend you just throw them away like that. You can probably get a good 6 months use out of them. Jeez. My aunt used to be like, you're supposed to get rid of them. And I was like, I don't think so. That one. You got no clue, right? Put that one to one side for 1 minute. Who the fuck has a peppermint in the bathroom drawer? Interesting. That one? No. It will go. Whoa, okay. Oh, they've got patterns on them. No, 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 don't undo. It is for there. Ooh, baby. Right. Scrubber. There is nothing that makes me happier than this game. What is that? Oh no. I think that's the lid to something. That is. I'm not so sure about these. It is fair. Why is it playing up so much then? Okay, cool. Whatever. Let's go. What is going on there? Just cut it open. Just cut it open. Seriously, like, again. Oh, it's so cute. Dude, I remember my dad was so sad when we had to get rid of our rubber duckies and stuff because they gone like really rank on the inside, but because they were from my childhood, they held on to them for that long, which is a bit problematic, but never mind. Dude, I would have these in my bathroom. Okay, I don't know about this one. Okay, I do know about this one. Ooh, baby, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. I swear to God, no one gets this excited over puzzle games other than me. Ah, I didn't mean to pick that up. This is so exciting. Why am I like this? I love puzzles. Sure. Look at me go! How much more? Right, there's another toothbrush. Oh yeah, there's a bobby pin. God damn it! Is that everything? Okay, something's missing here. What am I missing? Oh, there's a bobby pin here. I couldn't see it. Excellent. Yeah, baby, let's go. Dude, it's raining so hard outside. Dude, it's been like showering here ridiculously. If you didn't know, the southwest and I think southeast of England is in a severe weather warning at the minute. Also, just be aware, if you live in England, there is a emergency alert going off on one of the days of this week or something. But yeah, no, we've had a extreme weather report. There's been a warning, apparently. Telling people to stock up because flooding is imminent, which is usually the case around this time of year. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, this is... What am I supposed to do here? Okay, we'll go with this. I don't know if I'm supposed to put these in a particular place. Also, welcome, Net. Ah, thank you very much for the 25 bits, little goose. I'm so sorry that it's not come up with a notification. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the loves. It's also raining here. Yeah. It's raining pretty bad here. Net redeemed drink. Definitely think you know we'll drink to that in a second when this lines up. What is going on? Am I supposed to like... Alright, I'll line them up. Jeez, okay, oh! Okay, so... Can you click? Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm missing a piece. Excellent. Right. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, people! This is not correct. Maybe it is. I don't know. Right, there's something going on here. Right, we'll do this one because I can see which one. Not that one. Also, not correct. I don't know. No, that's. What is going on here? Excellent. There are two different ones here. Okay, that one. Then that one goes there. That goes... no, it does go. I think. Ah, excellent. Okay, cool. That one. Yeah, baby! Let's go! Yeah! That was pretty easy. Nice. We love an easy one. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be one of those ones where I've got several different combinations I gotta get through. Great. It'll be... Okay. It'll be... on that one. Okay. Could be one, because the tags are all the progressional colors, but... Okay, right. Go with this one. I don't understand, right? I think these fit together, so we'll start with that. Yeah, okay, I got that. That's the... There we go. Oh! Wow! This is great! Yeah! Christmas! Fun. Where's the Halloween one? Come on, people. Gimme. Okay, these are all Christmassy. Oh, wait, that's cute. Oh, I see. Okay. 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 I do know. I have played this before. Jeez. Okay. There you go. It's the snow. I know, I'm good at this. Right, let's try. I wonder what the third one is. Potentially something to do with the wood. I don't know. Let me look at him. I got that one. Got that one. So it is them lining up. So it was right, I just hadn't got the right one yet. I was right. Okay, wow, these are all crazy. Oh, okay, what are we looking at, people? Are these scrollable ones? Right. Okay, I wanna cry. Is it the tape? Potentially? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the tape. My pattern recognition, it's terrible right now. I don't know. Oh god, I genuinely don't know. Whoever wrapped these presents needs to, like, fucking do one, because, like, jeez. I'm just trying to come up with... Oh. Am I trying to get all the right paper to match with... But that just doesn't make sense because there isn't any white one. I don't know. It is the tape. Oh no, it isn't. Oh, okay. Got you, got you, got you. Dink. It's using me. I don't. I know one of these is the thinner one, so it's probably this one. Not lining up with this one, is the... I think it's that. But then again, I'm not sure on... This one's big. I don't like it. It's not fitting right, that's all. I don't understand. Hmm. Yeah, I still don't understand. I think it's like the edge is here, so maybe it's that. It's definitely that. Maybe it's not this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that I wouldn't have got. How is this like neat and tight? I don't understand. Okay, whatever. Whoever said this is an OCD game, not so much. Hmm. Okay, we'll do high order first. This is gonna be one of many. There we go. Look at that. Right, redo. We had high order. Wait, one. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the hat bubbles. So, okay, next one. Right, it'll be. Potentially mustache size? Question mark? Potential. Oh, okay. I didn't know what I did there. What did I do? Oh no, it was the mustaches. Okay. Right. I think maybe there are buttons on the jackets as well. So we'll do. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's the size of them. No. Okay. Oh, I don't know. The beard length, maybe? Okay, we'll go with that one, that one. Yeah, baby. There we go. Oh no, I didn't actually do anything. Okay, maybe it was... No, let's just come back to the mustache size. Okay. The knees? Knee joints, maybe? Yes. Yes! Okay, one more. One more, people. I'm doing good. It will be something to do with these staffs. I know it. Or maybe it's the colour. I don't know. I don't think it is. Maybe it is the beard height. I don't know. Have I done height? Wait. I have done height. Okay, right. Do the beard length. That one at the end. I know. think it's to do with the red bits. I know this is, I'm like grasping at straws here, people. We'll do this one. What? What did I do? What? What did I do? It's gonna be something to do with these, like, points in there. No. Jeez. Done their kneecaps. Have I done height? I have done height. Yeah, okay. Got nothing. I'm not sure. It's gonna be something to do with their hair color or something. But then again, it's like the color blind, isn't it? They don't typically go for the color patterns to avoid like color blind. I've had that one. Yeah, I've had that one. Did I? I think I did that one unintentionally because I was going off the mustache. I've done that one. It is this one, right? Okay. But I did that. God damn it. Oh, it was close. No, that's still not it. Okay. Let's go. Wonder where the nutcracker my parents had when I was a child. When I've never had a, like, when I said to my mother once, I was like, I'd like a nutcracker because I was obsessed with Barbie, right? And Barbie and the Nutcracker was a VHS I had at the time. This is making me very happy, by the way, the bat's in the background, but I'm trying to put it off. And I said to her, I was like, I really want a nutcracker. And she was like, I don't think you know what a nutcracker is. And I was like, no, like one of the little soldier things. And she's like, yeah, I don't think you know what those are. And I was like, okay. And then Christmas Day comes around. And my nana has one of those metal nutcrackers, like one of the hand ones, like the hand crank ones. She's like, this is what a nutcracker is. And I was like, you literally watched the movie with me. Like, you, I just don't know. Hopefully you find the nutcracker though. Right, what are we looking at? Okay. Okay, I could honestly not tell you. Ooh, hello. Hello. Ooh, baby, I think I'm getting somewhere. Ooh, baby, I think I'm getting somewhere. Oh, baby, I think I'm getting somewhere. Oh my god. Alright. Yee! Paul's gonna be downstairs like, what the actual fuck is she doing? Okay, how do I work this out? Right, this is not in the right place, hang on. Something not right here. I think it's this one, maybe? No. Maybe gotta get them the right way around, like specifically. No, this isn't right. Oh. Okay, maybe. To be honest, I don't even know when I'd know it's right, is the problem. By this. And potentially that one. That one is supposed to go there, so this is the thing that's bothering me, is it's not clicking, so it's like I don't actually know if I'm right or wrong. I don't understand. I feel really shitty, like, going for hints and stuff, but I'm, like, so at a loss. Are these supposed to... Okay. I don't think there's any, like, specifically wrong order. Okay, so this is... Right? Okay. And then it is that one. And it's... Potentially not that one. Is it this one? No. I don't know. I genuinely don't understand. Why is it not? I don't think I'm wrong. I just don't think it's... I just don't think it makes sense. Make it make sense. This is wrong. This is so wrong. I'm so confused. Okay, so that's clicking in place there. So I must be right. I don't understand. Give me the hint again. Okay, so that is the right place for that one, but there isn't anything on the other side. It should be 3. Three that are the same height. Okay. That one. That one, and it's that one. Oh, okay. I think that's where I'm going wrong. Awesome. Okay, so it should be that. But it's not, apparently. God damn it. Right. Are the strings... Do the strings matter? Are the strings supposed to be in front? Is that what's going on? Okay, I don't know. Oh no. Now they're clicking into place. Excellent. Okay, so I'm just too far along. I hate this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't really like click properly. That's really annoying. Okay. Oh well. This is making me very happy though. Okay, there is a high progression here. Okay. Whoa, fuck. God damn it. Right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smooth. Okay, that didn't work. What did I do? Maybe I did the... Okay, fine. Maybe it's the... There isn't a height progression. Is it the cracks? Right, got 1, 2. Is it that? Nice. Okay, so the cracks at the top. Hopefully I've got one more, I think. I don't know what I did there. I think I just did the order of... Right. Okay, so we've had the number of teeth, we've had the number of cracks in the lid, we've had the number of curls in the stalk. How many more have we got to get? One more. I think that's just putting it back in order, isn't it? Okay, so... What is it the boils, maybe? We got a small amount here. A couple more there. Is it that? No. Okay. What did I manage to do there? Did they give us the curls? Oh. VC just had a meltdown then. What is it? Width, maybe? I got it! It's the triangle! Yeah! Let's go! Wow! That was not what my intention was, but we got it anyway. Nice. Dude, gummy worms are so weird. You only see them really, like... I don't really notice them in shops other than Halloween. There's nothing I hate more than cheap Halloween candy, though. Like, I don't really like the, like... cheapy, like, brain, like, mold ones, and it's like, ugh. Right, what am I doing here? Just the noise is grossing me out, dude. Wop, wop. Wop, 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 wop. I have no idea. I'm just putting them in order. Oh. Was that what I was supposed to do? Was I just supposed to separate them? Okay. Sure. Oh, fuck. My hip. Okay, so there isn't a middle bit. So maybe it's just how many there are. There's 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 of these. Right? Okay. Excellent. I love it when things crowd on top of each other and there's no organizational guidelines to this. Because I really get flustered. Okay. Right. How many of these are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I hope no one knits while watching my stream. So 8, 12. So there's a progression here. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there is a progression of numbers here. So it's all the 2s. I need to be careful because it might just go like, oh yeah, you've completed it, when you've just put it in piles again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the one that's the biggest. Hello, there's a pattern here. Is there? Potentially. There might be a pattern there. Okay, I don't actually know. It would be easier if there was like, I don't know if there is a guide or anything, right? It's... There's a pattern. There is a pattern, okay, I might be doing this wrong. Okay, but there seems to be a pattern going on here, so... Am I? I'm not correct at this. Don't even say it, Jasper. Really unsure, but I feel like there is like something going on here. There's a pattern. I just don't know where to start with it. I don't know. No, I've got nothing. I like genuinely like. I think there is a pattern, but I'm like not 100%. Okay, I did that one. What? There isn't a pattern, they just want me to split it evenly. Right, okay. Power sharing, I guess. Good lord, right, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2. Oh, there's Chris. Three. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is my problem, is I'm not really good with numerical patterns, but I'm good with like visual patterns, and I think that's why I wouldn't have figured this out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going on here? Why am I not getting it? It's not it? Is it not separated enough? Do they have... Oh, I haven't actually separated these, did I? That's annoying. Right, oh well. On to the next, and... Oh, I think I'm gonna have to call it there, actually. I am, in fact, probably gonna have to call it. Right, we'll do this one last puzzle, and then I will call it. Let me feed. Or maybe I won't. Oh, that one's not moving. Okay, so we're supposed to build on this one. Bone. No debt. Not like that. Oh god, I don't actually know. Oh, okay. What do we make? It's a hand! It's a hand! Is it? I think it's a hand. It's definitely a skeletal hand. I've got it. I've got it. Okay, this one's pretty easy. I just don't... I'm not a doctor. I don't know what a hand is supposed to look like. Good lord. No. This is a finger. Yeah, baby. Look at me go. I'm figuring it out, though. Okay. I can be a surgeon. No, I can't. I don't have the training. I don't have a medical license. Right, what are we looking at here? That's the middle bit. Okay, want a connector. I don't think that's the right. No, that must be the right one. That finger's not the right one though. Potentially. I'm looking at my hand now, trying to figure this out. Good lord. Dude, whatever happened to this person is like feels bad. Just okay, there's that one. What is going on there? Oh. That is not it. Right. Speedrun not going so well. Okay, and then it's not that one. Potentially could be though. I think it is that. I think that's a connector, but is it this one? Is it this one? It is in fact that one. Okay, then it's this. Dude, the fuck? Am I stupid? Am I supposed to be connecting this in places that I'm not? There's that one. Then it's that one. Okay, I got it. Right. The middle bit. Okay, there's that one. This does not look like someone's hand. I'm just putting it out there. I got it. Yeah, baby. This is not... no, I don't got it. Problem is, my cursor is grabbing onto the part... Can you see the cursor? Yeah, my cursor is grabbing onto the part of the hand, so I can't actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, baby, look at me go! That's a hand. Now imagine figuring this out without the snap picture. I would actually rather die. I would rather die. I don't want it. Let me get a boneless pizza with 2 little Coke. Boneless pizza, dude. Right, with that, I'm gonna finish stream there. I'm down for playing more of this. I don't know how far we got actually, but there's definitely more archive options. I think we're on the archive. Yeah, we're halfway through, so we can probably do this again sometime. If you guys are interested. Anyway, with that, guys, I will never leave you. I don't want to think about doing that without the snap menu. Could you imagine? Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I'm sorry today was kind of a boring stream, but I had fun. I always have fun with these organizer things. I now have to go and order dinner. I also have a VOD I was supposed to upload, and he thinks I'm not sure if I will get around to it today, but I will have it up by tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, the Lara emotes. Oh my god, so cute. Right. Anyway, guys, with all the love in the world, I will see you all very, very soon. I would raid someone, but I don't think there's really enough people in chat, so I will skip out this time. But that's okay. I will love and leave you all, and I will see you all very, very soon. Hopefully with some better news. Bye bye! Bye 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 bye!